Good YouTube. This your man Spill Dog. I was looking at a video with one of my favorite fighters, Andre Ward. He was talking about Crawford, Earl, just talking about them guys in that space right there. And I was thinking now that Boots is free from I think he had some type of contract disputes or something like that was going on. That's what was keeping him out the ring. That he free now. I think if I was him and Boozy, I would have one more fight at 147, and then I would go on up there to 154 with that money and that smoke at, and make them dudes have to fight. I think they all left 147 to. I don't want to say it like that, but I think Earl, it was time for him to move up, and I think Bud, he at a point where he going to get that big dollar. I mean, and he done earned that. Now, I think Boots could possibly get a Earl Spence fight, or I think Earl Spence, if Boots move up to 154, I think him and Earl Spence is a realistic fight up there. Earl trying to make big money, and I think they'll pay top dollar for that fight at some point. You got you got the big giant up there, Fundora. You got Zoo. It's a whole lot of dudes. So if he can't get Earl or Bud, it's enough real smoke up there at 154 where he can really build his legacy. Cause right now he not getting the right fights. I mean, we see the talent, we see the speed, we see the power, we see the athleticism, we see power in both hands, we see the reflexes. Everything is there except we ain't seen this tested. And only way to do that is to go fight some real fighters. And then I don't think even if he wasn't taking punches good, I think his defense and his offense is so good, you ain't gonna be able to hit him a lot no damn way. You're gonna be pretty much trying to protect yourself from a dude like Boots. Boots is the only other fighter that I know in them divisions whose arm reach is the same as Terrence Crawford, 74 inches. I think he's 5'10". I mean, he's big enough to move up. I think going to 154, he'll probably be faster and stronger. Be honest with you. And I think Boots gonna have to force these dudes to fight. I really want to see Boots in some real fights, and it ain't none for him at 147. Stanionis, it ain't nothing down there for him. I can't think of not one guy at 147 if Crawford, Thurman, Spence, all them dudes, Bud, Zoo, Jamel Charlo, Erickson Lubin. I mean, it's fights for Boots at 154. I mean, it's Tony Harrison. I mean, it's plenty of good fights for him at 154. 154 is actually what the 147 pound used to be. Is loaded. Danny Garcia, all them dudes up there, fight or retire. Get your ass in that ring, get your ass out of boxing. And I think if Boots go to 154, he'll make some dudes make their mind up because Al and them trying to make money. They ain't playing no games. If he go up to 154, somebody gonna have to get in the ring with him. I really believe if I was Boozy, I'd let him have one more fight at 147 just to defend the title once, and then let's go. You done had the 147 belt. Hell, you ain't gonna be able to get undisputed. Ain't nobody gonna fucking fight. Might as well go and move up. And all he gotta do is fight one or two names. He can get a fight with Zoo or a fight with Lube. Any of them dudes on that level, one or two of them fights, and then one of these big dollar guys are gonna fight him. That's the only thing. They just want the money to be right. So if you get him up there and get him one or two fights, and he look good, which he will, he'll be right there in the mix within what's this his contract open now, so he can be. I don't know when he's supposed to fight, but I'm sure he'll be in the ring between now and the next couple of months. Let him defend the title against somebody at 147. Let's go on up there. Let's go on up there with that paper at, because the money is in the 154-pound division. The money that was at 147 is all at 154 now. So ain't no sense in wasting no time down there in that weak ass division. Ain't nothing down there for Boots. Tell me, when y'all watch the video, you tell me who in the hell gonna give Boots competition in the 147-pound division, since and Antoine Russell ain't up there. A guy that, a real fighter. He's still at 140 and 135, so ain't no fight for Boots at 147 worth fighting to me. I mean, he can go and get a, it's just gonna be like all the rest of them. All the heat gone. All the heat gone. Keith Thurman ain't gonna have no choice whenever his arm heal up. He got to get in the ring. I think that might be the fights Boots get if he go up there. Keith already said it ain't, they gave him a choice, this or that. If I got a choice between Boots and Zoo, I'm fighting Zoo too. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I think that was a smart choice by Keith Thurman. Well, when this shit is all over, ain't gonna be no more choices for Keith. Keith gonna need whatever fight he can get, and that's probably gonna be it right there. So if I'm in this, I ain't gonna waste no time down in that 147-pound division. You got the IPF title. Don't make no difference how you got it. It ain't your fault they wouldn't fight. I would defend my title once just to say you done had a title defense, and I get the hell on. I'll go on up to 154 if you want to hold the belt. For if the right dude come up at 147, that's fine. But I would go on up there to 154 where that money at and make them motherfuckers fight. I really would. I would love to see him in the ring with. It's gonna be, like with. I don't want to see him fight Terrence Crawford yet. I really don't want to see him fight Spence yet either. But I wouldn't. But he don't need to fight Budge yet. I think. Now, I ain't saying I think Boots got what it take to beat anybody. He a young dog, but I wouldn't throw him right in that fire, But I think he can get the right fights to get him ready for them dudes. Not to say that he ain't ready now, but you know, f- just to be fair to Jerron Ennis, get a boy a real fighter too. He been out the ring for a long time. We see why now, and he hadn't been fighting that level of competition. It's not to say that he can't go to that level, but it wouldn't be fair with the guys that he fought so far, in my opinion, to put him in the ring with Terrence Crawford. I think that wouldn't be right. So now, and Earl Spence, it damn near wouldn't be fair for Spence coming off a loss to fight somebody like Boots, but it's enough solid high BA caliber dudes that ain't finna get the title no way just yet at 154. Like, I mean, you got Mel up there, you got Lube up there, you got the dude, the big boys, Fondora that just got the belt. You got Zoo that's gonna be hungry and mad to the motherfucker after he had to fight with all that blood in his face. I mean, it's some good fights for him up there at 154, and I think he can work with all of them. I just think don't I just think he deserved one or two good fights before he go in there with these guys that's been fighting the highest caliber fighters for years. I just to be fair to him, but that would be the direction. I think that's probably the best move for Boots. I remember Floyd Mayweather. He said that to some fighters a long time ago, and to be honest with you, I watched Floyd do it, so he wasn't just running his mouth. When you can't get the fights you want in the division you in, then you got to move up. And I mean, that's just the game. I've seen a lot of fighters have to do that over the years, especially back in my day when it was coming up. You can't get the fights you want, you got to move up. And I think if Boots move up, it's enough solid dudes at 154 and good names where he can be on some real good cards headlining before he get to them big fights. That he'll make more money in them fights than he would in title fights at 147 and get a lot more popularity and a bigger fan base. So I want to see Boots get in the mix bad, and I think only way it's gonna happen is if he move up and don't waste his time down there in that 147 division where one they won't fight, two who is down there for you to fight. Bud gone, Earl gone, Keith gone. Ugas is damaged goods. Now, what's down there for him? Sean Porter gone, Danny Garcia gone. Who he gonna fight? The dude, Ellis, he done already lost one. Stanionis, like, hell, he been out there. He ain't been in the ring in a long time either. So that, I mean, I would love to see him in Stanionis, but I don't think Stanionis take that fight. You know, so why waste time down there with the motherfuckers that ain't gonna fight no way? Going up to 154, Erickson, Lubin, and all them dudes will fight. Lube ain't scared of nobody, win or lose. I got a lot of respect for him. He getting there with real fighters. He got L's, but that's cause he ain't in that cherry picking. Lube go out there and fight. You know, Erickson Lubin is a good fighter. It's some good fights for Boots at 154. So I mean, you know, that's what I do. I think J Rock still fighting. There's a lot of good fights up there at 154. I mean, real solid competition that'll uh get him war ready if he can get a big showdown with Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence a year or two from now. You know, but let him get up there and have a couple of good fights. And I don't see the fights for him at 147 no more. I think all Boots action is at 154 pounds right now. And I think just to respect the belt, I will let him fight one title defense at 147. So, you know, just because how he got the belt, just so he can have one good title fight and headline him a good card, and then it's time to go on up there with that money in. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. Till next time, it's your man Spill Dog. I'm out.